Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Katarina and I am a teacher from Canada. In today's video, we will be learning 20 idioms about cold, winter, and snow. What better place to film this video than in Toronto, where the winters are cold and very snowy. Idioms are expressions that cannot be translated literally. They do not make much sense. They are meant to be understood figuratively. Before I get into the first idiom, I'd like to say thank you for watching my video, and to support my channel, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of when I post my next video. Without further ado, let's get into the first idiom. To leave someone out in the cold. To leave someone out in the cold. To better understand the meaning of the idioms, let's try to picture them in our minds. Leaving a person out in the cold is uncomfortable and not very nice. I picture a person with no jacket, outside, with the door closing right in front of them. So this idiom means to exclude someone, to ignore them, to leave them out, resulting in hurting their feelings. If the girls do not invite Mary to the birthday party, she will be left out in the cold. To give someone the cold shoulder. To give someone the cold shoulder. This means to be unfriendly towards someone, to ignore them on purpose. Jack gave me the cold shoulder at the party. I thought we were friends. To have your blood run cold. To have your blood run cold. This idiom is used for a very scary or frightening situation. I picture a person that has been frozen with fear. We saw 2 wolves on our nature walk. My blood ran cold. To be out cold. To be out cold. This means a person is unconscious or sleeping very heavily. You can be out cold if you get hurt, such as a fighter that has been hit really hard on the head, or it can also be used to describe a situation when you're very tired, like the next day after a party. He was out cold. Even the cat couldn't wake him up. To get cold feet. To get cold feet. Getting cold feet means you are feeling so apprehensive or doubtful that you don't follow through on a planned action. For example, I wanted to try rock climbing, but I got cold feet. That means I did not end up going rock climbing. Cold turkey. Cold turkey. No, this does not describe a cold piece of meat commonly eaten on Thanksgiving or Christmas. Cold turkey means to suddenly or abruptly stop using a substance that you relied on. Specifically could refer to something like cigarettes or alcohol. I quit smoking cold turkey and began exercising. To run hot and cold. To run hot and cold. Imagine hot and cold water. They are complete opposites. This idiom describes when someone can't make up their mind and they are going from two very opposite ideas. For example, being very enthusiastic one day and the next day not caring at all. Or being incredibly kind to someone one day and then giving them the cold shoulder the next time you see them. He is running hot and cold about whether or not we will get a dog. I wish he would decide. Cold snap. Cold snap. When I hear this idiom, I picture a snap of two fingers like this. It comes on suddenly and ends quickly. A cold snap is a sudden, short period of cold weather. There was a cold snap last autumn and it damaged the corn crop. In the cold light of day. In the cold light of day. When you think about something in the cold light of day, you are thinking clearly and you are feeling calm. You are thinking about a situation at a later time when your other strong emotions like anger or extreme sadness have calmed down. You might even feel embarrassed or ashamed of your emotions. After I woke up the next morning, I thought about our argument in the cold light of day. I'm sorry. Break the ice. Break the ice. This describes something you do when you're meeting someone else for the first time. For example, a teacher that wants to break the ice with the students on the first day of school. What are you going to do to break the ice on your first date? On thin ice. On thin ice. Can you imagine walking on thin ice? It's very risky and dangerous. You don't know if the ice will support you and you could fall into the cold water. This idiom describes a risky or dangerous situation. He is on thin ice at work. He keeps arriving late to the meetings with the clients. Put it on ice. Put it on ice. This idiom is used when you want to delay or postpone something for a period of time. She wanted to start her own business, but she put the idea on ice until next summer. This can be a definite period of time or indefinite. Black ice. Black ice. Even though black is a strong, dark color, in this idiom it refers to a clear ice, invisible to the naked eye and often very dangerous. The driving conditions are very dangerous right now. There is a lot of black ice on the roads. A snowball effect. A snowball effect. Imagine a small snowball that starts rolling, collecting more snow and getting bigger in size. This expression is used for something that starts off small and increases in size or importance. The improvements on the city schools have had a snowball effect. A snowball's chance in hell. A snowball's chance in hell. Generally, hell is imagined as a very hot place. A snowball has zero chance of surviving this kind of condition. It would melt immediately. So this expression describes something with very little or no chance at all. The other football team is very good. It's a snowball's chance in hell that we will win this match. Essentially, there is no chance at all. When hell freezes over. When hell freezes over. It is incredibly unlikely for something so hot to freeze over. So this expression describes something that will never happen. Imagine a person who is being very stubborn. He will apologize when hell freezes over. Tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg. Only a small part of the iceberg is above the water. Majority of the iceberg is underwater and we cannot see it. So this expression is used to describe a very small part of something that is much, much bigger. Everything she knows about the problem is just the tip of the iceberg. The dead of winter. The dead of winter. This is the coldest part of winter, with the most stillness, darkness, and cold. I like to travel to warmer countries in the dead of winter. Snowed under. Snowed under. This expression means to be overwhelmed with a lot of work that needs to be done. I have 3 big assignments, 2 meetings, and a presentation all due next week. I am snowed under. Under the weather. Under the weather. Being under the weather is used to describe a feeling when you're generally not feeling so good, maybe a little bit ill or exhausted. Fred has been feeling under the weather this week. It could be a sign that he's getting sick. It is often preceded with a little or a bit. I am a little under the weather. Now let's try a bonus idiom. Can you answer this quiz? What does it mean to keep your cool? To remove your coat and hat while being out in the cold. To put too much ice in your drink. Or to stay calm in a difficult situation. If you answered the third option, you are correct. To keep your cool means to stay calm in a difficult situation. I was so nervous at my job interview, but I kept my cool, and guess what? I got the job. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed learning about 20 commonly used idioms about cold, winter, and snow. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment what kind of lesson you would like to see for next time. Stay warm!